A very good morning to all the students. This video for the class 6 subject science chapter number 9, that is the living organisms and their characteristics and habitat. This is your lecture number 3rd. So the topics to be covered in this lecture. So I'm going to cover the NCERT solution of chapter number 9, the living being characteristics and habitat. So let us begin this lecture with the first question. What is habitat? So the habitat is a place where the organisms live is called habitat, or the environment for the living beings is habitat. Habitat means a dwelling place, means a home for all the living organisms. The habitat provides the food, water, air, shelter and other needs to organisms. This is habitat. First, the environment for all the living beings, and a habitat means a home for all the living organisms is habitat. Moving on the second question. How are the cactus adapted to survive in a desert region? So the answer of this question, the adaptations of cactus are as follows. First, their leaf is replaced by the spines to reduce the transpiration. Their leaf is modified by the spine to reduce the transpiration rate. Stems carry out the photosynthesis. Instead of the leaves, their stems carry out the photosynthesis process. A thick waxy layer surrounded the leaf to retain the water. Next, the roots of the cactus are deeply rooted inside the soil to absorb more and more water from the soil. First is the leaf is modified into the spine to reduce the transpiration. Second, the stem carry out the photosynthesis. Third one, the thick waxy layer surrounded on the leaf to retain the water. At last, the root of the cactus are deeply rooted inside the soil to absorb more water. Moving on the third question, fill up the blanks. The presence of a specific feature which enables a plant or an animal to live in a particular habitat is called as. Second is the habitat of the plant and animal that live on land are called as which habitat. Third question, the habitat of a plant and animal that live in water are called as. The fourth one, the soil, water and air are the which factor of a habitat, biotic or abiotic. Next, change in our surrounding that make us respond to them are called as. So the answer of this, all the fill in the blanks, the presence of specific feature which enable a plant or an animal to live in that particular habitat is called as adaptation. Here the adaptations means a person or a plant or animal live at a particular habitat that they can easily adapt themselves according to that habitat. That is adaptation. Second is the habitat of the plant and animal that live on land are called as terrestrial habitat. Third one, the habitat of the plant and animal that live in water are called as aquatic habitat. Fourth, the soil, water and air are the abiotic factors. Changes in our surrounding that make us respond to them, these changes are called as stimuli. Next is question number 4. Which of the following in the following list are non-living thing or abiotic factor? Plow, a mushroom, sewing machine, radio, boat, water hyacinth or earthworm. So the non-living things are plow, the sewing machine, radio, boat are the non-living thing. Moving on to the next question, question number 7. List the common characteristics of the living things. So the answer of this question, the common characteristics of living things are as follows. So the first is the common characteristics in living things is respiration. Here the respiration means the breaking down of the food to obtain the energy, that is respiration. Second is the food intake. When we are intaking the food, this is also a characteristics of the living thing. Third one is the response to stimuli. And fourth one is excretion. Excretion is removing the waste material from the body through the kidney, that is excretion. At last, the movement. When we are moving in a opposite direction or in a straight direction, or movement by our hand or by our legs, that is movement. At last, reproduction. Reproduction means to reproduce their own kind is reproduction. Moving on the next question, question number 8. Explain why the speed is important for survival in the grassland for the animal that live there. So the hint for the question is, they are the few trees of the place for animal to hide in the grassland habitat. So the answer of this question is, the speed is important for the survival in the grassland area for animal to avoid the predation from their predator. For example, tiger eats the deer to survive, and deer has to run faster than the tiger for their survival. So the speed is important for the survival in the grassland area for the animal. Next is the homework solution of lecture number 2. Why is reproduction important for organisms? So the answer is, reproduction is very important for all the living organisms, as it helps them to reproduce their young ones of their own kind and maintain the continuity of their species. That is the reproduction important for all the organisms. Question number 2 is fill in the blanks. Saline water, hot air and sand are the component of which habitat? Abiotic and biotic. The habitat of a plant and animal that live in is called as the aquatic habitat. The live in the water are aquatic habitat. Dash enables a plant or an animal to live in its surrounding is known as. The plant and animal that live on land are said to be live in which habitat? So the answer of this question is, the first fill in the blanks is the saline water, hot air, sand are abiotic component or the non-living things. Second is, the habitat of the plant and animal that live in the water is aquatic habitat. Third is, enable a plant or an animal to live in its surrounding, that is adaptation. Fourth one is, plant and animal that live on land are said to be terrestrial habitat. Okay, next question is question number 3. Why do the desert snakes burrow deep into the sand during the day? So the answer of this question is, the desert snake burrow deep into the sand during the day because the deeper layer of the sand are cooler, and to stay away from the heat of the desert during the daytime, the snake burrow deep into the sand during the day. This is the reason the snake burrow deep into the sand during the day. Next is about the homework of this lecture. So you have to revise and learn all the NCERT questions of chapter number 9, the living beings and their surrounding and habitat. So you have to write all the NCERT questions in your fair notebook, okay, and revise and learn all these NCERT questions. So this is it about this video. Thank you and have a nice day.